Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. I've been involved in some work that I think will be used to hurt these two young people.
Francis Ford Coppola's 1974 film The Conversation often goes overlooked, sandwiched as it was between Coppola's two Godfather pictures. In fact, at the Academy Awards, The Godfather 2 came away with the plaudits and The Conversation kind of went unnoticed. And it's a shame because I think it's a much better film than its reputation maybe allows. It's a much better film than history has allowed us to remember.
Do you think we can do this?
Harry Cole is an expert. The best there is.
Let me tell you something about Harry Cole. The best, bar none. I'll drink to that.
Best what?
The best bugger on the West Coast.
Coppola gathered together an interesting cast for The Conversation. Gene Hackman cites this as his most favourite role ever. And it's an interesting part for him to play, and one that he's kind of revisited in later times. One of his co-stars from Young Frankenstein, Terry Garr, turns up in the film as well as the love interest. Robert Duvall is an uncredited part as the director of the sinister organisation that employs Gene Hackman's character. A very, very young Harrison Ford turns up as the director's assistant. And then there's also this other character in terms of the soundtrack. David Shire composes this really interesting piano score, which is accompanied by a lot of jazz standards and a completely disorientating soundtrack that makes itself a kind of a character in its own right. This is a film that is about far more than acting performances. This is something that's also about the very nature of sound and soundtrack and music.
This is a world of hidden mics and two-way mirrors. A world where nothing is private.
Do you think we can do this?
Later in the week.
I find there's something quite disorientating about The Conversation in terms of its visuals, and it doesn't help that the audio soundtrack is rather distorted and confusing and repetitious, and the visuals kind of mirror that. It segues between Hackman's character's dreamlike state and reality, planting his thoughts onto what's actually happening, combined with a soundtrack that dips in and out, so conversations that we catch, that we don't catch, they're then repeated. And the overall effect is rather hypnotic. The repetitious nature of it, the disorientation of it, leaves the viewer somewhat uncertain. And consequently, it can be a very difficult film for the first time watcher, certainly, to get.
Yes.
We prepare a full dossier on everyone.
It's terrific. The bugger got bugged, huh?
Do you have secrets, Harry? I know you do. Tell me about yourself. Your secrets.
I don't have any secrets. Don't get involved in this, Mr. Cole.
For a film that was made 42 years ago, The Conversation is remarkably pertinent to today's society. Its concept of paranoia, of surveillance, of potential government infiltration, it's something that I think most people have some sort of empathy with. And the reality about the film is actually this is a far more interesting film from a very ambitious, bold and confident young director than The Godfather ever was. This is often overlooked, and The Godfather is a film that's praised, but actually The Conversation is far superior. It's a film that is far more filmic, it's far more confident, it's far more intelligent, and it has something more to say. And of the two films, I think this is the one that really will last in the annals of film history.
Those tapes are dangerous.
Come on, Harry. Show and tell. How do you do it?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Gene Hackman is Harry Cole in The Conversation. There is nothing private about The Conversation. Listen.
My name is Harry Cole. Can you hear me?